Hey guys, it's Kat. I'm back for my January favourites and fail. I've got one fail, yeah, this is the fourth time I've started this because I'm losing my mind. I think I've got really I know I've got really annoying period pain. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm rambling and I'm confused. Anyway, these are my favourite products of January, but also sort of December, since I didn't do a favourites video for December. I did instead like the wrap up of the year, the products that I liked throughout the whole year. And by doing that, it meant that I sort of couldn't be bothered doing a December favourites, even though there are products that I want to talk about that I loved in December. Some of them have carried over and I will talk about them now. But I thought I'll give a bit of a background to this one because January for me was sort of a month where, you know, it's quite warm. We're in the middle of summer, even though I look like I'm wearing my bananas in pajamas. Pajamas are not, it's actually a shirt, but it was also, my partner was on holidays. We had friends over a lot. We went to the beach a couple of times. We had like picnics and all that kind of stuff. I've actually been paring down the makeup that I've been wearing a lot. So I've been using mainly Project Pan products. So my base products, my highlighter, my blush, etc, have been like Project Pan products. And then also what I tend to do is just go a wash of color on the eye, generally a gold or a bronze or a champagne, some mascara, do my brows, and off I go. So I haven't actually been wearing like a full face of makeup. I've also been just wearing lip glosses. So yeah, my makeup in the last month is very different to what I have previously been doing, where I used to always do a winged liner. And I still love that. It's just that I'm kind of enjoying this easier makeup look that I've been wearing. So anyway, my favorite palette of the month, and probably my favorite product of the month, is by far the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. I didn't expect to love this as much as I did. It's a very, very, very metallic eyeshadow palette, and even though I was using the original Chocolate Bar palette as my palette of the month, whenever I wasn't using that, I was using this, and this is gorgeous. I love every look I created from it. It's pretty much mainly really, really metallic, beautiful shades, and then you've got a few mattes here to sort of like complete the look. I'm only wearing a little bit of this today on the inner corner. I don't know if you can see, just to make the inner corners pop a bit. I did want to demonstrate this and kind of wear it, but I'm doing a Morphe palette of the month in the shortest month of the year, so I'm wearing the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. But I have to say that even though the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette is supposed to be quite metallic with their shades, this palette makes it look like it's a satin. Like I could just grab, okay, what color do I grab? I'm going to grab Moneybags, which is the green, just because I've got green in my eyes. And all of a sudden you put it on and it just, I don't know, it just elevates a look. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. It just, oh, it's so nice. I love this palette so much. That is an extreme look. What am I doing with my life? Anyway, if you really love beautiful, buttery, highly metallic eyeshadows, I recommend this. You get some really wearable shades, you get some colourful shades, they all work really well together, and then you've got the mattes to round out a look. So I love this. It's my palette of the month, even though I'm trying not to buy more eyeshadow palettes, and that's why I'm focusing on an old palette every month to kind of give some of my old palettes some love. If I could just play with that palette, that's all I'd want to do because I love it. So yeah, that's the sort of look that I've been going for a lot this month. Not so much green and stuff, but I'll definitely go for one of these sort of bronzes, or this sort of like rose gold, or this kind of like, I don't know, old gold. I'll just put that all over the lid, some mascara, and off I go because it's so easy and really, really beautiful. The mascara that I'm wearing today, and the mascara that I've been really liking this month as well, is one that I originally didn't like. This is the L'Oreal Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll mascara. When I first tried this, it was very wet and kind of made my lashes clump together a bit, and it still sort of does that, but it's dried out a little bit, and I just find that it makes my lashes look really, like, have a lot of volume, but you do risk it. If you put too much, it's going to clump. Now, I don't mind a bit of a clumpy lash, but it definitely can go too far. But it's a beautiful mascara. It's got this big sort of torture device, twisty sort of spikes, so it's one of those rubber mascaras, but I really like it, and a few people have asked me what I've been wearing in videos, and it's been this, and that's what I'm wearing today. So no lashes, just mascara, and it's easy. It's good to use. Before I ramble too much about more makeup, I'm going to talk about some other stuff. I want to talk about brushes that I've been loving this month. I mentioned these in my, there was like 3 brush sets I mentioned in my favorite products of 2017. This was one of them. So this is by Alla Cosmetics, which is an Australian-based brand. And they have these beautiful sort of synthetic brushes with pink handles and rose gold ferrules. And this pack I particularly like. So this was like a 15 brush pack that also has this brush holder. So it comes with like another top that clips on top of it. So it's like you can use it to travel, or otherwise you can take it apart and use it as 2 cups. So this is a clean one. I've also got a dirty cup one that's on my desk. So this is not all the brushes you get, but you get 15 brushes, and the pack is $150. So $10 a brush plus the pack. Really, really nice quality. I've just been really enjoying them. So that's a brush set that I've been using a lot. And I was going to film my favorites last week, but these were dirty, so I have to wash them so I can show them to you. Another thing I've been loving, I bought this in December. This is the Eccentric Molecule Eccentric 04 fragrance. So this is one of their newer ones. I think it's more recently come to Australia, and Haley and I both bought it as like treat yourself Christmas presents. So we bought this just before Christmas, I think. And it's a really, really beautiful fragrance. I am trying to use up a fragrance in my project pan, so I've been wearing that every day, unfortunately, but I want to reach for this. This has a beautiful, I don't know, it's a unisex fragrance, but it has a beautiful kind of clean, really green orange or citrus scent. So it's almost like a green citrus sort of scent, and it's really, really beautiful. I really, really enjoy it. And it's beautiful for summer. It's very fresh. It's not too like musky or heavy. And it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. This brand also has a certain molecule that it puts in it that sort of, like, I know all fragrances adapt to different people's chemistry, but they put a molecule in this that is designed to really adapt to people's chemistry and sort of work with that. So it sort of smells different on each person, but it's beautiful. All right, the last thing I want to mention before we get back onto makeup is I've been using this sunscreen. It is the Biore UV Aqua Riche Watery Essence. I bought this in Japan and I really, really like it. So it's SPF 50 plus. That is in Japan though. So in Australia, it's probably a bit lower than that. But what I really like about this, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is sort of like a gel product. It doesn't feel like a sunscreen. It's really not greasy at all. And you can get some really nice non-greasy sunscreens as well in Australia, but this is like a gel. So it just feels like a watery gel, and then it feels really hydrating and beautiful, and then it just disappears. So it's been a really, really pleasant way to insert some SPF into my life because it's refreshing, it's not greasy or heavy, and it's been perfect for sort of like no makeup days. It's been perfect for the hotter weather. Get that out. Hotter weather. And I have been really enjoying it, so I wish I bought backups of this. All right, back onto makeup. I've sort of rediscovered concealer. It is by MAC, and it is the Pro Longwear Concealer, and this is in the shade NC20. I bought this probably a year ago now, and it sat in a drawer for a while. I think in winter it was too dark for me, but now it's like perfect, and I really, really enjoy it. It reminds me a lot of the It reminds me a lot of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, but instead of a doe foot applicator, it's a pump. Now the pump is a little bit annoying because it pumps out too much product. I wish you could do like half a pump, but this on like a little small sponge just under the eyes, around the nose, on the chin. It's a really, really great product. It's really nice coverage. It's a really nice finish. I really, really enjoy it. Like the color. Yeah, I'm going to probably put this in my project pan so I can use it up because it is getting a little bit old, but I have been really enjoying it. And like I said, it's just like the Tarte Shape Tape, but without the doe foot applicator. So yeah, I like it. It's good. Also because I've been using sort of like lighter coverage, sort of BB cream type products. This is really nice to just add a little bit of extra coverage where I need it. So if I go lower coverage all over the face and then just like T-zone or, you know, around the nose, I want a bit more coverage, it's been perfect. Another product that I've sort of discovered this month, I've had it for a while, but I thought it's not really my kind of thing. But I used up my MAC Fix Plus finishing spray, which I love. It's beautiful. I wear a lot of powder because I have oily skin, and I find that often I look too powdery. And so the MAC Fix Plus just takes down some of that powderiness, makes your skin look more, or your makeup more look like skin. And since I used that up last year, I was like, oh, what am I going to use? And I started reaching for the Pixi Glow Mist, which is you know, those dual phase products. So you mix it up and it mixes together, but otherwise it's got a thin layer of oil on the top, and the rest is just whatever it is. So this is a nourishing mist, and it's designed, so you can see it's starting to separate the oils up the top. So it's designed, you can put it before makeup to sort of help hydrate the face. You can put it after makeup to help it like, not set the makeup, but rehydrate the makeup. So take down some of that powderiness. And then you can also use it during, like just during the day to rehydrate or refresh your makeup. And I have used quite a bit of it in the last couple of weeks. So you can see the oil, I hope you can see the oil, but I thought this was going to be too oily for me. But I think with the way I've been doing my makeup and the way that I've sort of been liking a bit of dewiness, this has been a really nice product. So if you like the idea of MAC Fix Plus, or you like MAC Fix Plus but don't want to repurchase it, and you want to try some stuff from Pixi, this one's really nice. It's got a bit of a rose, I would say rose citrus scent to it. So it's sort of, I was thinking something like lemon myrtle or something. It almost smells a bit floral, a bit lemony, but not too citrusy and not too floral. It's sort of herbal, it's interesting, but it's very refreshing and I really enjoy it. All right, something that I was loving last month was January. Something I was loving in December that I want to mention is I really love the Laura Lee Colourpop collection. I did a full video on this. You get, there's 2 packs. So the Super Shock Shadow quad, so you get 4 eyeshadows in this. And I loved every shade in this. Not only do I love Super Shock shadows in general, but I thought the shades were really, really beautiful. So there are like, there's like a satin, this dark sort of red, this sort of dark red satin shade, which is a really beautiful shade. It goes on very, very smoothly. It's got a slight sheen to it, so it's not completely matte. There's also this sort of matte, it looks a bit, I don't know, pinky, mauvey in the pan, but when you apply it, it looks like a vibrant coral. It's really, really beautiful. I really like it. The mattes are really beautiful to blend with a brush. Then there's this shade, which is sort of like a really beautiful rose gold glitter. I loved it. It's just so beautiful. And this is the kind of thing that I'd wear all over the lid, just with some mascara, good to go. Just a bit of sparkle, a bit of glitz. Loved it. And then there's also this one here, which is called Ritz. So there's Ritz, Glitz, Honey, and Shiny, I think. This one has sort of like a beige undertone, but a silver glitter. And it's just so special. Like, I don't know if you can see how beautiful it is, but it's beautiful to pat on top of a look. It's beautiful just to add a bit of a glow to an eye. I just think these are really, really, they apply really nicely. The colors are really beautiful. They all work together, but they all work well on their own as well. And then I also really liked the lip kit that came. So it was a lip bundle. So this had Wham Bam and Glam. So all limited edition packaging. But you have this beautiful lip gloss that is like a champagne color with glitter. Now this sounds a bit crazy, and I get that, but it just made your lips really glow. I might put some on now, even though my makeup looks really bad. All right, so I'm wearing a lip gloss now, but I'm gonna put some of this over the top anyway, just because it adds like, it doesn't look like it's too much, but it adds a beautiful sort of sheen to the lips. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Jouer lip toppers, but a much cheaper version. And I just think it's really beautiful. You can blot it down to make it look less sparkly. You can apply more to make it look more sparkly, but it doesn't look like a sparkly lip gloss. It just looks like a beautiful sheeny lip gloss. So I really like that. There's like a rose gold metallic that was really nice to layer on top of things. and this beautiful ultra satin that's in this beautiful kind of dark berry red color. They were all really, really nice picks. I really liked them, and then proceeds were going to help No Kill LA. So I thought that collection was really great, and I was very happy that I bought it. I do also want to point out that I did buy the Kathleen Lights palette and also lip trio. I'm sort of half trying to test out the palette a bit more before I do a review on it, but I will do a review on that soon. Alright, now on to lip products that I've been loving, and you can probably see that I've been loving lip glosses. I picked up a few Colourpop lip glosses in December, and I've been wearing them a lot. So I've got Bestie, which is probably my favourite one out of the bunch. I've got Fairy Floss, and I've got Curvy. These are all sort of that cream finish, so they're not, they don't have any sparkle in them, they're not metallic at all, they're just like a cream finish. But I like the colour Bestie the best. That sounds silly, because these are a little bit light for me, but they work so well. They just make your lips look really kind of my lips but better, which I really like. So that's sort of what I've got underneath this. Yeah, underneath the sparkly one, I'm wearing one of these. But they're just really beautiful, cheap lip glosses that are easy to apply. They're not sticky, they're not uncomfortable, they don't have an overpowering scent, and they just do the job really well. So Colourpop lip glosses, yeah, definitely favourite. Another thing that I was loving in December that I want to mention really quickly is we were sent some Soap and Glory products, which was really lovely of a couple of our subscribers sending us stuff. There was a lip pack that had 3 of these. These are the Sexy Mother Pucker matte lips. This is an example of one of them. This is in Choco Berry, and this is a beautiful matte sort of balm. So once again, I've been going for more, even though this is a beautiful color, I've been going for the more sort of natural balmy lip gloss sort of textures. There's also a nude one that I couldn't find. I thought it was in my handbag, but it's somewhere, but I've been wearing that one even more. And then also Sexy Mother Pucker lip gloss. This is in Rose and Shine. These are really interesting. So it's a very, very thin, it just gives a gloss that doesn't deposit much color, but these really do plump your lips. Now this one does have a really interesting scent. It is almost like chalk orange, and it's probably not for everyone. It's a little bit, can be a little bit distracting if you don't like sweet scents, but these really do tingle and really do make your lips look really plump. So often what I'll do is I'll put this on when I'm doing my makeup, and then like later on I'll put another thing over the top just to have nice plump lips. But I've been loving these as well. And then when I've been wanting some color recently, I sort of rediscovered my The Only One lipsticks by Rimmel. So in my fails of 2017, I mentioned the matte ones. I didn't like the matte ones, but I really loved the original ones, and I've just kind of chucked these back in my handbag, and I've been realizing how much I love them. I've been wearing them to work. I've been loving them. This one is in Call Me Crazy, and it's this beautiful, oh, they're so good. So pigmented. This is an orange tone red. They're very, very easy to apply, very pigmented, very comfortable, and they last a long time as well. They're not matte, but they last a long time. And this is Revolution Red, which is more of a true red. And they're just so great. And because I like that bit of a sheen as well, I don't want a really bold matte look for summer. These are really fun with a bit of a bronzed face and a bit of a bronzed eye, so I've been loving those. Then really quickly onto the products that I didn't love this in December. I ordered these, and I was going to mention them in my fails of 2017, but I do want to review these properly. I do want to demonstrate them, and I kind of want to let you know why I don't like them, but they also by Colourpop, and these are the Supernova shadows. So I bought the original 5 shades that first came out, and they are very much like a Stila Magnificent Metal. They're just this beautiful sort of, just sparkly metallic eyeshadow, and I just found that these looked very, very flaky, and they don't blend well. You really need to do your whole eye look and then just tap a little bit on top. Unlike the Stila Magnificent Metals where you can create a whole look just based on them, these just, they didn't perform super well. So even though these are a lot cheaper than the Stila ones, they just didn't perform well for me. But I will definitely do a full review of them very soon. All right, guys, I'm gonna get going because this period pain is like stabbing me in the stomach. It's not pleasant. TMI. But those were sort of like the products I've been using a lot in January. Sort of not so much, this is not a good example of what I've been wearing. This is a lot more bold, but a wash of like gold or rose gold or bronze, that mascara, and then some sort of glowy skin and a lip gloss. And that's pretty much my makeup go-to because it's been very hot and I just haven't been wanting to put a full face on. It's uncomfortable, takes up too much time, and go away, fly, seriously. I'm just trying to wrap this up, all right? Anyway, that's what I've been loving in January. It's pretty much metallic or sparkly eyeshadows and lip gloss. So yeah, hopefully that was moderately entertaining, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.